Now, Washington Mornings on the Mall. 105.9 FM. At AM 630. WMAL.
It's 637 on WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. It's inauguration coverage, top to bottom, front to back, inside and out, right here on Washington's favorite talk radio station. At 8:35, Dan Bongino comes to talk to us. You know him as a Senate candidate. He's also a former Secret Service agent. We'll talk about the security involved in an event like today's. Also at 7:35, the governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, Bob McDonnell, joins us. He's a guy lots of people would like to see raising his hand 4 years from now on the Capitol steps. Also at 7:05, Jane Hampton Cook, a presidential historian, joins us about some anecdotes about inaugurations past. I'm Larry O'Connor alongside Brian Wilson.
All right, and on the Newsmaker hotline right now is our good friend, our legal analyst, a man who's by the way, an outstanding opera singer. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I thought he was more of a rapper.
No, I mean, Joe can get it done.
Spicy Joe D, I thought they called him.
He's a Renaissance man.
I'm not tone deaf. By the way, this is your locked and loaded lawyer, LLL, ready to go.
See, right. He is a rapper. I can tell.
All right, so let's talk about, we got a couple of things going on. We got Eric Holder, who had the audacity to say that he's going to try to keep guns out of the hands of criminals, this in the wake of Fast and Furious. And then we have Governor Martin O'Malley, who is going after guns in a big way in the state of Maryland. What do you think about all that?
Well, I celebrated Saturday with Gun Appreciation Day.
Did you really?
I was over in St. Michael's at our home on the Eastern Shore and went over to Easton, Maryland, and bought a Remington 870 pump-action shotgun, a Walther P22 pistol, an H&K 939 millimeter pistol, and an AR equivalent, the H&K Model 6A2. We are now locked and loaded over on the Eastern Shore.
Wow!
Ready. I want to tell you something. I got emails from my children saying, please be careful. I said, this is a political statement. It is an act of freedom and democracy. These will be kept and are now in a large gun safe. But the point is, get them while you can, because Martin O'Malley is a nutbag.
Well, Joe DiGenova, this is our first time we've been able to speak after the president made his 23 presidential actions. By the way, very quickly, everyone called these executive orders using that vernacular in the media, but the president, they're not actually listed as executive orders on the White House. What is the distinction there? Why is it important or interesting that these aren't actual official executive orders?
Well, executive orders have the power of law. Mm-hmm. They are implementing pre-existing legislation, sometimes interpreting it, but they have the power of law. What the other things that he's done are just statements, and they are being sent to the agency heads for them to do. Executive orders are cited by courts. They are relied on by lawyers and judges for interpreting things. These other things that he's done are nothing more than piffle. So window dressing.
Piffle. That's a good one.
So going through the 23 executive piffles from last week, which ones really stand out to you as a problem? I mean, it seems to me that they were crafted in such a way that anybody could look at them and just reasonably say, well, of course, that doesn't seem like that big a deal.
Well, this is just a salve. The president obviously did not make a big deal out of the assault weapons ban. A nod to it. And that's because he knows after listening to Harry Reid he can't do it. But what he did do is he seized the ground for the moment in an effort, as he always does. He doesn't want to own anything. He just wants to be able to take a shot at it. You should pardon the expression. He wants to be able to say that he has done something. Most of the things that he's done, such as better information sharing between federal agencies and between the states with the existing federal databases, all of that stuff is just
piffle.
It's just piffle.
Piffle.
Yeah, but it's not his ultimate goal. His ultimate
goal
right.
is I believe deep down in his heart, as the senator from Florida said, he has a profound dislike of the Second Amendment. The president does. He's like Martin O'Malley and the real nutbag, Andrew Cuomo in New York. I don't know if you saw Cuomo's news conference where he was announcing the success. That was like that. He looked like he needed a background check.
I want to mention there's a story that we probably a lot of people would not think impacts Washington, D.C., but I found it very interesting. New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin, the former mayor of New Orleans, got indicted and for money laundering, wire fraud. I mean, a whole 21 counts of corruption.
Yep.
What's up with that?
Well, what it is this is the way Ray Nagin ran the mayor's office in New Orleans. Now, can you believe if you're trying to deal with Katrina as president of the United States and your agencies, and you have two people you have to deal with, Ray Nagin, an indicted criminal, and Kathleen Blanco, a one-term non-politician who wouldn't make decisions. Ray Nagin was known to be corrupt. People down there talked about it all the time, and the feds finally did their job, which they should have done a lot sooner, and got him. And by the way, these activities all occurred while he was in office, so this is a horrible, horrible thing, but not surprising.
Yeah, it was I've always thought that this guy was really in need of some serious investigation. Why did it take him so long?
Is it really a headline that a Louisiana politician is involved in some sort of corruption?
No, and he'll probably come back and get reelected.
Yeah.
It happens even in the District of Columbia.
Joe DiGenova, let me ask you this. We talked about this right before the break, that the House is now saying, GOP House is saying, okay, we're going to go ahead and raise the debt ceiling, but in exchange, number one, the Senate has to put through a budget, and number two, nobody gets paid. We're gonna turn off the paychecks. No one gets paid unless they turn a budget in. Can they do that?
I don't think so. The 27th Amendment says that Congress can pass no law varying compensation during its term. It doesn't say raising. It doesn't say lowering. It says varying. Very clear word. And the federal courts have already ruled that not implementing a cost of living increase is a cut in pay and therefore a variance. So what they can do is they can put it in an escrow, but even that won't pass constitutional muster. They're going to have to ask people to voluntarily not take the automatic pay increases, but some will, some won't.
All right, Joe DiGenova, our legal analyst, who is locked and loaded, loaded for bear.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yes, everything is locked up safely.
All right, Joe.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks.